And we're live. Hi, everybody.
Are we live?
We should be live, yeah.
Okay. Let me get my phone.
Give people a minute to get in here.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a...
No comment.
Maybe you go and put it from your phone, wherever your phone is.
Put what on chat?
Okay. What's up? Hello, hello. Okay, see? People are there now. Can you guys hear us okay?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Can you hear us?
I was thinking you could cut and paste it and take it from YouTube.
Oh, you want me to place it? Yeah. The link?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Okay. Hey, guys. It's going to take us a second. We're traveling, but we made a commitment to go live when there's breaking news. Dun, 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 dun. Hit the thumbs up. So Mike's going to be here in just a second. Good news, gold news. Audio is perfect. Of course it is, JK, because we're traveling in a hotel. So that's the best. Yeah. So is this a pre-recorded message? I have some pre-recorded thoughts. No, Nomadic Badman, it is not. We have a few things to update you on. And so Mike's here. So we are finishing up. Congrats on Mike's win. Yes. Okay, so those of you that don't know, we've been putting some updates up on Facebook. So as everybody's streaming in here, I'll give those updates, and then we will talk real stuff in a second, because I have notes. I have pages and actually they're all on the back too, so I can't say. Okay, so here's what's happening right now. We are traveling to Michigan for personal reasons, not to meet up with Jack. We leave that for Copper Dan. So we have been traveling, and we're almost done. The move at Mama and Papa Cowlazars are going to be full-time with us for good. House is going up for sale. Everything's being moved, cars, you name it. We've done it. Exhausted, but we did it, right?
Yeah, it was been a long weekend, but we did it. We get it done, because that's what me and K-Pro do. We make things happen.
Yeah. So and Mike met with Eminem. That was a little bit of a joke, because now the mover that came, the one was like the Eminem.
He played Eminem
the
whole time.
He
moved everything.
Here's what happened in the middle of that. Is we got quite a few updates. And so there was enough here, there was enough there, that I decided, especially with the updates. Somebody said Cynthia. Is Cynthia here? Oh, good to see you guys. Cynthia Meacham's in the house. So
she wants the information too.
Yes. So we have enough here. There was enough there that I wanted to give an update. Hi, Tim. So just listen. Don't text Tim. You can listen with us. But hello. Oh, and look, Adam Thoughty is here. I thought he was going to sleep.
Everybody wants the dealio. What's the dealio?
What's the dealio? Okay, and Alan K, haven't seen you in a while. An obscure oddment.
Wait, this is just updates on the house out here, right?
Yeah. Okay. Bye. Yeah, right. Treasure Warriors is in the house. Ben might just fall over and die. You don't know if that's going to happen or not.
Ben.
So Ben, everyone is here. So thank you guys. So let's just jump right into it. One of the things that a lot of you liked is the short and sweet. And so. Let me give you some updates, because I know that just Kiwi Road says, does Cynthia have more to add? So I have some stuff from Cynthia. I have some stuff. Otherwise, I have some stuff that I did. I will tell you, like those of you that I were talking to at dinner tonight, when Mike and I met up with some high school friends of Mike's, and I went to the restroom, and then I went, I'm getting too far back in. Oh, Dark. Hello. Go Bills. He says go Bills. That's a football game, right?
Did the Lions win? The Lions game was on, then I didn't keep track. Could they have actually won a game? But anyway.
Rudy Green. Perfect timing. Just got home. Smiley face. So, okay.
All
of the oldies, all of the newbies. A little bit of, Packer Jack is barfing it. Oh, because of the football thing. Hopefully he's not barfing it dark.
Go Packers Bills. Lose again?
Lions suck.
I don't
is
have
what
my
Cynthia
login for Thor, honey. Do you want to log in?
No, I don't. Yeah, they'll get over it. Okay, so I would like to give you guys some updates and some corroborating stuff. And so Okay, so just some information. So those of you, somebody said when I posted on Facebook, we're going to be going live later because the bomb dropped. They're like, "What's been happening?" And no, we're not going to talk football here. Go to another stream if you guys want to talk football. So those of you that don't know, the treasure chest has sold, and it's with a group of people. Not emotionally involved. I'm going to do a shout out to Stuck in Chaselandia because I said not emotionally involved, so they must not be searchers. That was an assumption on my part. That doesn't mean necessarily it is. Stuck in Chaselandia did a video. It's pretty short and sweet and awesome. Troy, chill out, man. We're not okay. Lies mean intention. We're giving information. And so
put a smiley face,
okay,
so
smiley face. Okay, smiley face. So we're not gonna show the receipts, or you're not allowed to talk about it, Cynthia Meacham. Show the receipts. No, we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go there. We're gonna give out our information, and let's just keep it light tonight.
You should just ignore the chat. That's the only way you're gonna get.
Okay, the only way I'm gonna get through this is let's put something right here over the chat. Okay, so I'm gonna just look at my notes. So treasure chest sold.
Do we know when it was sold?
Yes, earlier this month.
So early October, we think it was sold to the LLC. Okay.
Yes.
I'll ask you questions.
Okay. Yes or no? There is a tentative date of November 11th. Do I think that date's actually going to be it? I bet you it pushes a little bit, but it's going to be soon. It's imminent. It's close. November 11th was the tentative date.
Tentative.
Okay.
So we think it will sell in November, though, right?
Yes.
It'll go for auction. I mean,
yeah, and it'll be a year's time or a month's time.
They got to work it out. Everybody's like, why won't Heritage Auction say anything? They got to work it out. I'm sure they got to work out the details.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe my guess,
Yeah, this is the stuff from last time. So Jack removed that he was the treasure chest owner off of Medium. I don't know if that is, you guys can judge Jack. I don't know if that means that was his announcement to us, because he did say he was going to update us when it was sold.
So can I ask a question?
Sure.
Why do you think Jack didn't sell each piece on Heritage? Why do you think he's just?
I think he's done. I think he said.
Wants out?
I think after the entity gate, after all the stuff, he can't talk about it. He's moved on in life.
That's true. He is.
And I think if he got a decent enough price, I think everybody. I think it's obvious that there may be lawsuits, and if there's lawsuits, would you want to be in the middle of that? You found the treasure chest 2 years ago. You have lawyers' bills, but you don't have any. There's no plus. There's no EV.
Yeah, there's no money coming in, so he's probably like, "What the heck?" Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So why must I go? Says because Heritage won't sell it. Well, get ready to eat those words, Troy.
Yeah,
if that's your real name.
If they do or they don't, I mean, we have the vindication button ready. But if not, things change. Sure, this is the latest information we have as of, I will tell you, about an hour ago. And if you don't believe that this person is an LLC, Troy, you said that you knew Justin wasn't a part of the LLC and you know more, et cetera. So it sounds like more people know, but even more people know than that. So I can get to my new stuff if you want, or we can pontificate.
Go ahead.
Okay. It's going to be a 30-day bidding process. So here is the information we have on the olive jar. Okay. So the things that we had from before, I still haven't given anything new yet. We're just setting the groundwork. I'm not looking, guys. You can ask questions after I get done with this, and you can re-ask questions. Okay. Interesting things in that olive jar. There's more in the olive jar than the autobiography in the hair. It is going to be better than anticipated.
I heard they were going to smash the olive jar and sell each individual glass piece. Is that true?
That's false.
Oh, that's false.
I mean, I don't have that information. That may be true.
Yeah, right.
You may have just given the LLC, hi LLC, you may have just given them an idea.
I bet you somebody would just buy the glass jar empty. I bet you they would. But whoever buys the autobiography wants the glass jar. So you got to sell it as a set. But anyway.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go on a few new things.
So my question would be, out of what you just said, how do they know that? How do they know there's something more? Like, who said that?
Forrest said it to Jack. Jack said it to the LLC owners.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That would be the way to know. So there. Okay.
Forrest Fenn, eat your words. Forrest Fenn.
But he didn't want to tell anybody else that. Only the finder of the chest, huh?
It's a story just for them.
And he says the finder, there's a story, but I'm going to leave it up to the finder. So that's interesting. So Forrest tells the finder there's something in that olive jar. Maybe Jack knows what it is. Maybe Jack doesn't know what it is.
Do you remember our interview in November?
Yeah. What about what piece? What part?
When Forrest said there is something.
He says there's something, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. So this would be a way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see that. That makes sense. Okay.
I have pages of notes. You guys go get a drink because I'm not even to the new stuff.
Oh, it's my fault. Okay.
Okay.
I'm getting people caught up.
So those of you that didn't know, I put this in the comment section, but afterwards, so you guys asked me last time, has the olive jar ever been opened? The answer is no. And I found that out after the fact. I just didn't want to overstate because I find out when I overstate, sometimes I don't get it right. Or if I get carried away, I'm only going with the information that I have heard. It's still secondhand. So when you guys want to go and, be angry at someone and take one of those little dolls and put a pin in them, that's Cynthia. And now there's more people involved. More people. LLC has been reaching out to more people. More people are aware.
They didn't reach out to me, or they didn't reach out to me.
Let it go.
Yeah, that's true. I did say let it go. Hashtag let it go. Yeah. Sam had a good question. He said, how do we know that what's in the olive jar is related to the story? Because Forrest said he put it in, but then he took it out. Something related to the story. About the location. I think it was about the location. And that's true, Sam. We don't know what's in the olive jar. We're guessing that it has to do something with the story. But it could, what if it's a moccasin bead? A little bead.
What if it's a $20 bill that matches the serial numbers of DB Cooper?
Yeah, we don't know what the extra thing is in the olive jar. We're guessing it might have something to do with the location or the story. That's true, Sam. We don't know. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Just want to make that clear. Nobody has said to us, it has to do with the story. We don't know that.
So Jack told the story. See, that was going to be my next line. Is Jack told the story.
How do we know?
Oh, don't read this because there's some things that...
I'm going to show it. Go ahead.
Okay. And to be clear, this goes way back. Oh, see, that's okay to show. Okay. Holy or dark or somebody or Adams on it.
DB Cooper.
Okay. So, yeah, Mike can ask the questions. I'm going to try to keep going. So to make this clear, so there was a guy named John Brown, I think was his name. And this was back in like 2018. And I always thought the person in the olive jar, the person that gets the olive jar has the copyright to what's in it. They do not. The family does. I was reminded of that in the last couple of days. So whatever is in there, that person can share what's in it, but they're not going to be able to mass produce. Okay? Okay. So do you guys want to know about the emerald ring? Where's the emerald ring, Mike?
It was not in the chest, right? And
Correct.
Forrest could not find it in the vault. Do I have that right? He looked for it. He found the gold frog. He didn't find the emerald ring. Is that right?
That is what we were told, yes.
Okay, where's the emerald ring?
So many of you have been asking.
I don't have a breaking news button. 1 a.m. White Castle run. We've already been there today. Go ahead. Emerald ring.
So many have asked, is whatever was missing, is it an emerald ring inside the olive jar? What do you think the answer is?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't think the olive jar was big enough for an emerald ring, but I could be wrong. Oh, no,
You're wrong.
It is. It's a fat emerald. It's
You're
a fat
wrong.
olive jar.
You're
So
wrong.
what's the answer?
It's not in the olive jar.
The emerald ring is not in the olive jar. Oh, how do we know that? Because somebody looked at it and would be able to see it, we think?
No.
Because you know where it is. Where is it?
Yes. So Cynthia has the story of where it is. It is not in the treasure chest.
Okay.
She knows where it is from Forrest Fenn's family.
They have it. They have the emerald ring. So they found it after he passed, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know any more details, so I'm not going to overstate.
So Shiloh has the bracelet and the family has the emerald ring.
Yeah. Now, I said, does that mean, though, that the LLC can come back and ask, just like he went and got the frog, can he ask for the emerald ring back? And it sounds like, no, all that's been worked out. It's all done. But
the LLC can ask whatever they want. But I think the family's like, it wasn't in the treasure chest when he hid it, so therefore it's not. It doesn't belong to Jack or you. And I guess that's a good point. If Forrest said it was supposed to be in the treasure chest, wouldn't you think they should give it to the finder? The finder of the treasure chest. That's right. He found it. It
so
may not
Jack
be legitimate.
Keep it or the LLC?
If Jack sold, it depends how the contract was written up. If the contract says the chest and all of its contents, you might have a case.
We now know your name, LLC. Like, we know the LLC.
What is the name of the LLC?
Okay.
Oh, there's the breaking news button, everybody.
Da, 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 da. Okay, so then I contacted Cynthia and I said, I was watching this Treasure Warriors show.
Where they found it. Okay.
And the Treasure Warriors show is talking about Tesoro Negrado, and said some details like not everything's going to be sold. And I gave some examples. And Cynthia goes, I didn't tell you that. Who is this?
She was pissed.
No, she was not.
She wasn't pissed.
So she talked to LLC. Dun, 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 dun. So this person that seems to have talked to at least 3 people on Discord.
So this person is in Discord.
This person is in Discord.
Under what's the name?
Tesoro Negrado.
Okay.
It's Tesoro Negrado LLC.
That's the name of the LLC that purchased the treasure chest from Jack Stu.
They confirm with Cynthia that they are the ones talking with the guys on Discord.
And this handle, handle in Discord is one of the LLC members.
Yes.
Breaking news, everybody.
The same
so everybody
one
go join
Discord.
Cynthia. Maybe I wonder if he's going to talk to people and answer questions like Jack did.
Okay.
TescuroNagano.com@gmail.com.
Nemo, let me help you. Tasauro, second word, Nagrado. It is Portuguese for ancient treasure. I didn't look that up.
Portuguese
ancient treasure. I might have got it wrong. That sounds real. Maybe that's how you spell it.
Tesoro Sagrado Holdings LLC. Is that it, Packer Jack? Okay.
Packer Jack's on
Tesoro Sagrado Holdings LLC. Now, I'm sure somebody has tried to find out the members, and let me guess, they're hidden. They're anonymous, right? Of the LLC?
They are not. They used an agent out of Delaware. Yeah. And Jeremy, what Cynthia was told was ancient treasure, but maybe it's similar. Well, she didn't look it up.
Sacred treasure. Yeah. Jeremy says sacred treasure. Whatever. It's related to treasure. I get it. So this agent for this LLC is in Delaware, of all places. What searchers do we know live in Delaware?
No, you can do Delaware. What you want to put it in one of the 3 states that give you tax, Nevada.
So you can open an LLC outside of a state where you live.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
We went through this when I lived in North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
But you happen to live in the state.
Well,
so
I was in the state.
So why did Turd open it up? Did Turd live in Wyoming when he opened it up?
I have no idea where he lives, so I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, yeah. I just never thought. So Delaware doesn't have state tax? Is that what you just said?
I believe so.
Okay.
You can't pierce the corporate veil and blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you can pierce the veil. Anybody can pierce the veil if they know how. Anyway. Okay. So that's interesting. Now we know the information comes out, everybody. But wait, they outed themselves. They went into Discord with the name of the LLC.
Yes, because
why would they do that if they want to be anonymous?
Because they can't find. Because it has an agent. No one's ever going to find out. How did Turd come out? Turd got tricked by some women. Turd did not get an agent. You will be anonymous forever unless you're stupid enough to have Candy and Mindy trick you and get you to say it.
Rudy says most LLCs are formed in Delaware. Oh, that's interesting.
Yes,
I wonder why.
Let's not get into it.
All right. Anyway.
Okay. Right. So I'm trying to get to the rest of the. Okay. So those of you that don't know, that means the dragon bracelet information not being sold is accurate. That means the treasure chest not being sold is accurate. This means not all items are going to be sold. Let the mods go with it.
Not all the items are going to be sold. We were told that in the beginning, or were we? I don't remember.
I was not.
Oh, okay.
But that was the information. So between the two, there's a little bit of different information that is similar, but it's getting us a little bit more information.
So they're not selling all the items.
They're not selling the dragon bracelet, the treasure chest, the dust being slabbed separately. So then there's going to be a lot of smaller items for everyone. There you go.
Who isn't a secret LLC these days? Funny. Okay. All right. Well, we have the LLC name. That's important. I mean, it's kind of important for people to just have to know. So you could actually contact the agent of the LLC. He's not going to tell you anything, but you could. That's it's public knowledge who the agent is.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So we have the emerald ring information. Mm-hmm. So now let's get.
Family has the emerald ring.
So somebody on Friday after. Say it again.
That just doesn't sound right. Somebody said Forrest knew where everything was. Why would he not know where it was? Like he had his number on everything. He categorized everything. He cataloged everything. How would he not know that the emerald ring was in his house somewhere?
Well, and why is it okay now to say it? I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know the answer to that. It just seems odd. But okay. I mean, Forrest was human. He also left the gold frog. That was in the vault, right? Do I have that story right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, I forgot to put it in. So,
So on Friday afternoon, a searcher posted this on Facebook, and I've had a couple confirmed to me. They contacted Heritage, like so many have. And they it seems now that so there's like a general auction department that if you ask about an auction, you get transferred to the auction department. General, like almost like a call center, customer service.
Press F on your phone for the auction for Forrest Fenn. Sorry. Maybe it's 9. Maybe it'd be 9.
So it seems that everyone in their department has been issued a memo. And the memo states, if you are asked about the treasure chest, Forrest Fenn treasure chest or auction, you need to give this standard answer. The standard answer is, we have no information at this time. Please check back in a few days.
So when do we think a few days will be? But the
Next
end of
week.
next week?
Doesn't matter. Next week.
But for sure, if Heritage Auction, who has the treasure chest and has had it appraised because Jack had him do it, and now there's new owners of the chest, if they haven't worked out the auction details, there's no way they're going to say, yeah, we're going to do it.
The auction details are working.
There's no way that they're going to, but there's no way they would say yesterday or a couple of days ago about the treasure chest if the details of the auction aren't worked out. Because they can't, if they haven't worked out the details of the auction, they can't verify they're going to do an auction, right?
Yeah. So Robert, when you said did not tell me that at all, when did you, this was Friday afternoon. Proof is I'm saying it, Troy. That's it.
Troy, you're never going to have any proof. No, you don't.
But you can say it 27.
Copper Dan, you don't have to delete his messages.
You didn't say that.
Well, everybody can see it.
No, they can't. They can't see that.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it
you're never going to
the
get the
chat.
proof you want,
Proof,
Troy, ever.
But we
ever.
don't need to say it 100 times. And no, I hope you come back, Troy, and we just talk about it. But yeah. Okay.
Go ahead. Say what you guys.
Okay, this was as of Friday afternoon. I can tell you, I called on Thursday after someone reached out and said, you didn't reach out at all. I thought I better, since I'm the one that actually put out a video, even though I do believe what is happening. I contacted them and I said, and I got to the general, I didn't get to like Ethan that gave out, God, all this personal information.
I haven't watched Greg's video. I should watch it.
I mean, I don't blame Greg. Greg can ask anything.
Right.
That employees were handing personal information of other account holders.
If I was Doug Preston, I wouldn't be happy.
Right. And Jack. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's keep going. So I just said, I am the person that put out this show. I'll send you I think you already have the clip, but if you want me to take this down, let me know. And I was given
meaning our video
if this is erroneous information that's causing you harm, I would like to correct that, but you need to provide me that information. I was given an email address of someone to reach out to that's an executive. This was Thursday afternoon, I think, either Thursday afternoon or Friday. No, it was Thursday. Thursday, I'm not sure exactly what time. I could bring up the email. And I emailed this executive and said, here is what I've been told to send to you. I have done a YouTube show with this information from the LLC. Some of the information that you're being fed by others is incorrect. Like Greg said that Heritage sold it from Jack to the LLC. That's not what I said at all. I think it's like the game telephone. I said, you can see exactly what I said. If you would like this to be taken down, please let me know. Or if you would like me to put anything else out, or just remove the video, I will be more than happy to if I get direction from you.
Right.
That was Thursday, Friday, and now we're on the weekend.
You left a voicemail?
No, I sent an email.
Oh, you sent an email. Okay. Never got a response?
Never got a response. I called. Okay, so what I just said, we can rewind it.
I'm looking in the chat.
Yeah. So Thursday I called. They gave me someone, they knew of the situation. They gave me an email of one of the executives because I looked it up and I went, oh, okay, he's in the directory kind of high up. Right. So they took it seriously and I let him know, if you want me to take this down, I will. And I have not received anything back. Okay.
There you go.
Are we good with that?
Okay.
So that's my due diligence piece.
You check your spam?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the other thing that came up is, and I don't have these in any order. Okay, the next.
Jack says, ironically, the Heritage executive name was Mr. F off. Mr. F off. Remember who was that? F off. Who was that? Who we talked about?
Is that in one of the fairy tales?
No, it was a real person. That was the professor or somebody, Mr. Foff. I don't know. I remember us joking about it before.
Okay, so the question. So there was a couple questions that came up. I want to answer those, and then let's get to a few other things. The first is Amy's videos. Why are they back up? That must mean she's a part of the LLC. From what I understand, I had several people reach out and tell me Netflix is back on as of about 3 weeks ago. And they have asked people that have pulled down, the people that they are talking to put their videos back up because that's what they are going to be paying money for. And a lot of people want to be paid.
Netflix
So
stock, huh?
From what I understand, I did not talk to Amy. I don't talk to Amy. So from what I understand, she put all of hers up to be able to, it seems to align. So it's not that she's a part of the LLC.
So it's not related to the treasure.
It's not related to this treasure chest. It seems.
Okay. Nemo says he should go to the Heritage and look at the items. So when, in a question in the chat, if you know, was when the items are actually up for auction, can people go view them in person?
So let me give you the complicated answer. I said to Cynthia, one of the easiest ways is if I just went to Heritage and showed with a newspaper that it's there, and it needs to wait for the official Heritage auction.
When it's actually running.
Can
you go visit
them
in
believe that's going to be the case, but I don't know that for sure. Because I don't know if you know, I'm second-handing all this information. This is all second.
You're not part of the LLC?
I am not a part of the LLC. Okay. Do you know who else is not a part of the LLC?
This guy. Not part of the LLC.
He is not a part of the LLC. Do you know who else?
Who?
The Forrest Fenn family. Not a part of the LLC.
Cynthia Meacham?
Not a part of the LLC.
Why must I go?
He says he knows stuff.
Could be a smokescreen. I'm just saying.
It could be.
We don't know. You're suspect.
You never know.
Troy, you're suspect.
You never know. Yeah. Okay. So, how is Provenance?
Is Justin a part of the LLC?
I don't believe so.
We don't know that.
I don't believe.
Yeah, we don't know that, but we don't believe.
Don't know.
Okay.
So, because
here's
what we have. We have Cynthia who's talking with one person and knows them.
So Cynthia knows the person. Is that what you just said? Okay.
Then we have several searchers. One, I believe, is Ben. Well, I don't believe is Ben, who has said the Daniel Negrano LLC. What is it called?
Yeah, Daniel.
Tesoro Negrado LLC is in fact the same person. So we have at least. I know of 4 searchers who have contact with this LLC person. One of them knows them, if not more, actually knows their identity. I don't believe that Ben knows the identity. He's just talking to a handle on Discord.
So do you think it's a searcher because Cynthia knows who it is?
I don't know. I lean more towards yes because they seem to know who to contact and be a part of, and yeah.
Interesting. All right. I mean, we're never going to know unless they want to be known. So, all right.
Okay. Now let's get to the good stuff.
The good stuff.
So.
Guess you should have stayed, huh, Troy?
He's still
there. Yeah, he is. He is.
Okay. So then I had a really nice, lovely dinner with some of Mike's friends from high school.
Shout out to Bill and Colleen.
Yeah, and I kept stepping out. So I just said, I need to be texted with the rest of it.
Right.
Yeah, it was like back in the chase again. And so here is, I think, more of the breaking news. Well, one, we know the LLC now. We know the location of the Emerald Ring. And
are you hiding your phone from me?
I don't want you to say whatever. So that's pretty good information. I don't care if you go through my phone. Okay. LLC update as of Sunday, October 30th. That's today, right?
Yes, today's October 30th. Tomorrow is Halloween.
Regarding the olive jar and its contents. You guys ready for this? Mm-hmm. The LLC has been offered a private bid of $50,000 for the olive jar and its contents. All LLC members must discuss options of accepting private bids in lieu of Heritage selling it.
Well, they can't do that. That's totally going against what they just said, that they're going to put it up for auction for 30
days.
That's
like Troy saying you can't buy it unless there's a letter. They can do whatever the hell they want.
They can do whatever they want. I'm just saying when you have Cynthia say it's going to go up for auction and then,
Well,
they can do whatever they want.
When they do this, there's developments, but they still want everybody involved. Let's figure out.
But that's why they had Cynthia
It's
put it out, so they could get people to offer bids, right? They want to sell it. That's the
Troy
point.
says they can't do that. Mike now says they can't do that. I guess everything's over, guys. We're shutting down the auction because Mike and Troy said so. Don't you dare.
Willie.
Don't
All right,
you
go
dare.
on. It could be a first for the stream. All right.
Can I?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go back? Let's get through this.
Okay.
Okay. LLC has been offered a private bid of $50,000 for the olive jar contents. All LLC members must discuss option of accepting private bids in lieu of Heritage selling it. LLC will ask Heritage if they can offer a buy it now option for the olive jar.
That is on eBay, buy it now at a certain price, a lot higher than what the bid's going to start out at, but okay.
To place the private bid now, even though this private bidding may not come to fruition and not sold privately, contact the LLC attorney directly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Putting his contact out?
Yeah.
Well, that's breaking news right there. The LLC agent is taking bids and offers. Go ahead.
I can tell you, I have been able to confirm this information with the second person. Okay. So the LLC's attorney information, and maybe we'll figure out.
Not the agent. The attorney might be different. But
the LLC attorney.
Oh, gotcha.
Is Andrew Alvarado. I believe this is already up on Discord, and we'll put it wherever. We'll put it on Thor. I don't know what's on Thor. I've been busy packing up boxes.
We've been busy the weekend, guys.
He's at DickinsonWright.com.
Dickinson-Wright, WRIGHT.com.
Andrew Alvarado. It looks like he is. Well, go ahead, Mike.
No, somebody put it in the chat. That's awesome.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Then I don't need to keep talking.
No, somebody put it in the chat. They haven't done so yet.
Can someone put it in the chat?
So that's the attorney for the LLC. Troy, you should probably email them 500 times and put a link to your 9 Mile Hole Solution video. We might change their mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
You were just as bad as Troy a minute ago.
Yeah, whatever. Well, we all have our moments, don't we?
Stop looking at my phone.
There's nothing there.
No, that's it. Look, it's his contact information. You click on that.
Oh, that is the website. Like? Dickinson-Wright.com. Your partner in construction.
Environmental law.
Oh, that's it. What?
For crying out loud. Do you guys think we rehearsed this?
Yeah, no.
Okay, I don't know.
Andrew Alvarado. Cynthia knows. So Cynthia, is that who contacted you originally? Andrew Alvarado? I need to know.
Okay. So we now have at least 4 searchers talking with the LLC. Do we know that the LLC, have I seen the contract? No. How are they going to deal with provenance? That's actually a really good question. But we know now where the emerald ring is. We now know the LLC name. We now know the attorney for the LLC. We now know there is at least one private bid that would, it sounds like Heritage is still going to do it, but they would convert it from have it go up and up and up. Why would they do that? So
even though it's a public auction at Heritage, we believe it's going to be upcoming. Whoever's a successful winner of these objects can remain anonymous, right?
Unless you call Ethan and Greg calls Ethan and gets all the private information. Yeah. I believe they don't disclose it unless somebody is able to dupe a really person that is not trained very well. Who went to the University of Arizona, Justin? I don't know. Okay. So now we need to hunt down that man. You guys.
Is the gold frog going to go up for auction?
Who the hell knows? Oh, okay. I don't know.
All right.
From what?
Will we get to see the emerald ring? I don't know if the family's ever going to.
I don't know. Maybe. You know what? Cynthia needs to go visit. Now, Cynthia went and visited Shiloh, and she got a picture of the belt buckle and the bracelet. Go and visit whoever now.
Let's
Cynthia.
see it on Cynthia's finger. Let's see the emerald ring.
That'd be fun.
For sure.
Okay. So it looks like he, and I did confirm it's a he, not that narrows it down at all. So again, there's a little bit more information. I'm thinking if it's going to be on November 11th, it has to come out this next week. But I would just say whether it's one day over Holy the Emerald Ring belongs to the Fenn family. That's all she has.
Peggy is wearing the emerald ring in the Thrill of the Chase. I didn't realize that. That's the same ring?
I don't know.
I don't know that either. Nomadic madman spreading rumors. Okay. Does bidder of the olive jar realize the family owns the IP, the intellectual property?
Well, it's been up on Thor for 5 years now, and maybe I bet you it's disclosed in there.
What's been up on Thor for 5 years?
That the
gotcha.
contents of
it's copyrighted, right? Whatever the autobiography is the family owns the copyright.
So when is Shiloh going to give the official info? Never, Troy. Never. Never, ever, ever.
Was the
ever.
ring in the box? No, we just
no ring, no chest.
So what if somebody buys the olive jar for $50,000, and they get ownership of it, and they break the seal, and they take it out, and they unroll that little tiny autobiography, and all it is a picture of this. Anybody know what that is? Remember that game? You have to do that, and if you don't, then I get to punch you. All right. Anyway, everybody, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
That what we're talking
No,
emails.
And so no, we're not. So why I must go? Nobody trusts Cynthia. I do. You can't say nobody. Anybody that talks in absolutes.
Jeremy knows. Right.
Anybody that talks in absolutes. Is it hard to believe some of this at some times? Sure, but some people are going to say absolutely not. Some people still believe, even though Dan Barbarisi put it in the book that talked to Jack, that it is still not at Heritage. Okay. And some people still don't believe that Jack is the friend. Okay. I'm not saying anybody has to, but you can't say, I could say everyone thinks Jack's the finder. No, everybody and nobody's really don't work, especially in this chase.
So I'll give you my opinion. Jack found the chest. He did not use the poem to find the chest. Now, a lot of people think Forrest should not have given it to him because he did not solve the poem. But that's Forrest's call, and Forrest gave it to him. How do we know that? Because they were in a conference room together. You see the pictures. He gifted him the chest.
I really like Jeremy's question. I don't even know what you said.
Why doesn't the LLC just put something out verifiable, like a photo? Easy to resolve this quickly. That's true.
And that's the thing that I don't like about it. I can tell you I'm not 100%, but I'm 99.9. And I actually offered, I will pay. Actually, I said to Mike, are we okay from here going straight to Dallas and then up if they would allow it? Because all I would take is a newspaper and say, newspaper, treasure chest, boom, and it would be done. That's the piece that I'm not liking about this, but I don't know what I don't know. So I'm just going to be grateful. Like so many times when Forrest would say something to me, but not like give me a hint, I felt grateful. Right now, I feel grateful that they have connected with Cynthia. I am grateful that we now know the LLC name. I am grateful that we know the treasure chest has been sold. I am grateful that they are. So I'm taking it more as look at all these little bits and words of wisdom that they're giving us, or information, not wisdom. But could it change? Yes. Will it probably change? Maybe. It already has changed. Mike said they're not allowed to do that. Heritage hasn't denied the auction, and they've simply I don't think they dismissed the question. The ones that I saw said we can't confirm anything right now at this time.
Well, Chris Hurst just said, why doesn't Heritage just say they're going to have the auction? And Troy just answered it, because they can't do it until the auction the details are finalized. You can't say we're going to do an auction, but we don't, until there's a contract signed between the LLC people and Heritage to say this is how we're going to do it.
Well,
is there a reserve? What's the percentage that Heritage is going to get? All those things, and maybe the provenance. Maybe they're working out how do you verify this is Forrest Fenn's treasure chest? To Troy's point, until they get all that worked out, they're not going to say there's going to be an auction, because there might not be. If they can't agree, there's not going to be an auction.
Yeah,
right?
And I called Heritage, you guys know, originally, and I did get transferred to the gold guy, then they had information corrected. They don't want it out until they're ready, and they're not ready yet. That's all. I mean, I do think, okay, now that you guys know the people that I got confirmed, I believe Cynthia, because she has said she talked to the person. She didn't talk to someone who talked to someone. I believe her. I can see why others, especially after GPS and all of that. So here's the cool part. The doubters, I'd still say I'm doubtful, but we're going to know. We're not talking a year from now. We're going to know in the next 11 days whether yes or no.
So Cester says, then why tell us there's going to be an auction?
So I think two reasons. One, look at the development on the treasure or the olive jar.
Right.
There's some people that are making private bids. I don't know if that's the reason. Paperwork with Paperwork with Heritage is completed. They needed to schedule it before they talked about it.
So that's from Cynthia. Paperwork with Heritage is completed. I'm assuming she means for the auction. They need to schedule it before they talk about it. So once they have a date, maybe Heritage will then confirm that there will be an auction.
Here's the other thing, and I don't think I'm talking out of school. If I am, I'm sorry. Cynthia and I talked a little bit about part of the timing is usually at Heritage, you get 6 months. I don't think they wanted to wait for 5 days before the auction. Let's say it's announced on Friday. You have 1 week to get your funds together, your account set up, etc. They wanted to get it out a little bit to get searchers. I know a lot of searchers. Maybe they do want to partner with someone else. There were some searchers that wanted to get together and say, let's pool money to be able to make a bid on the olive jar. Maybe they wanted that information out a little bit early so then it can only help. And they wanted the search community to know. So they're going to people like Cynthia. Cynthia comes to us, Ben. I don't know who else. I'm not going to continue to name names, but you want to get the information out. You don't want somebody how many people have said, I didn't know about him in auction. I would have bought some stuff. Well, this is going to be really, really short time. I think they wanted to get the word out. Why? Because this is shocking. They want money. They want to leverage the best of. Yeah.
Mary Green says, Tesoro Sagrado Holdings LLC, incorporated August 10th, 2022, 3 months ago. So obviously they had this idea. They just had to make it work. I wonder if it's a group of searchers. I mean, we're probably never going to know. But
my God, I'm sorry, Tesoro Negrano, whatever your name is. Here's what I think. I think Jack shows everything's going to come out. People already know your identity. I don't know. I wish we weren't looking at that, but I'm not. I'm not going to look into how we can figure out who you are, but people are going to. And I think, like Forrest says, everything always comes out. If you know that come out, this LLC.
Cynthia knows who one person is, it's going to come out. Let's go out get margaritas, Cynthia. It'll come out eventually. And hopefully they'll want to put it out. I mean, they don't want to deal with the legal issues that Jack had. Now, their LLC may deal with legal issues.
And that was one of the reasons Jack wants out, because Jack keeps getting sued. Jack's family's getting harassed. Jack's got
to be like, F you people.
If Jack sells it to an anonymous LLC, at least their family's protected. He's out. Like, once he was outed, I think the true finder, if you believe Jack's the finder, when Jack got outed, Jack was destroyed as the finder. He could never, like Forrest said to me, once you're out, you can't un-out yourself. So once Jack's name was out, his family's getting harassed. Right. He's getting sued. He's getting,
He's got to move to Puerto Rico. He's got to do all the BS, which he didn't have to. Now we know. But anyway, he didn't trust that Forrest knew what he was doing, I guess, which was a mistake. But anyway.
Well, he put it in Yellowstone. And we have some emails that we're going to show that kind of confirms. It's not going to be tonight. No, we don't have enough time.
So we have some emails that we need to read through, and then we'll show them. Maybe we'll do a show Thursday
night. And not only that, one of the
promises.
FOIAs has revealed they did not redact 9 Mile Hole on it.
Oh, yeah. Packer Jack posted that, right?
Packer Jack. He called it the smoking gun. If you're on Facebook, guys, go look for it.
We need to do a show and talk about that.
Yeah, that's huge.
I haven't really read that yet either. I mean, it's obviously 9 Mile Hole at this point. I know you don't like it. I don't like it. Nobody has to like it.
I don't like it.
When somebody said Yellowstone way in the beginning, I'm like, but you can't hide it in a national park. Well, national parks are out. Well, not to Forrest. And it's funny because there was somebody that made a video a while ago on Forrest Yellowstone Trail. And Yellowstone, it's best to stay on the trail, but it's not very fun for me. I'm paraphrasing. If you're not the lead dog, something like that. And that person was like, if you read it, he said, however, which means it isn't. To them, it was a confirmation.
I like 9 Mile Hole, Rudy says.
Yeah.
It is a cool, I don't like the idea that it was put in an illegal spot that you had to forge over and you had to know about a brown trout at Eagles Tackle Shop.
I don't know about, I don't like the clues. And again, I haven't heard Forrest himself say what the clues are, meaning what the solutions were. But anyway, it's just how we're supposed to figure it out. Credit to Brevetta FOIA research. All right.
Oh, I didn't know it was Brevetta. I heard it was a woman. I was going to try to get whatever, like first name. Like I didn't know it was Brevetta. Yeah. Okay, cool. So.
Yeah, but and a lot of people are saying they're never going to make their money back. Like this LLC, whatever they paid Jack. Let's say it's $1.5 million. Are they really going to make $1.5 million by selling each of the pieces?
Okay. Let me throw this out.
Yeah.
So there's a vial of gold.
Right.
From what the Discord guys have said, that vial of gold was broken up into little tiny slabs. own one flake and have a nice little and that'll probably sell for $100. There's 200 of them.
I got you.
So there's a few grand just right there, 20 grand.
It depends how crazy people like the olive jar. Would I ever pay 50 grand for that olive jar? No. I mean, I don't understand it, but there are people out there that will pay that much. Would I want a gold coin or the gold frog? Yeah, but how much would you pay for it? Those are good questions. I don't think any of them are going to sell for cheap. I don't think any of the items are going to, I got this for $50 because nobody bid. That's not going to happen.
But I think they realize, and some people are asking why now. If I became the treasure chest sale owner and I was going to I didn't have an emotional connection, you don't want any more time to go by. 2 years ago, people were paying $1.8 million. There was people in the treasure hunt and they wanted something. I think they're smart enough to know that number is going down, down, down. Who kept the chest and dragon bracelet, Jack or the LLC? The LLC. From what I understand, and Cynthia's in here, so tell me if I'm wrong, the entire
chest and contents
went from Jack to the LLC.
So Jack didn't keep anything.
Correct, from what I understand.
So Jack was
subject
just done.
To change.
He was like,
here. He's out. And so
but the
LLC said they're holding back a couple of items.
They can't do that. No, I'm sorry.
I'm going to let others. They may know more details. That's not my like you guys. I think it's interesting that they're talking to multiple searchers. So that means they are really trying to get the word out in different ways. Now, the only confirmation I have to tell you when that night, I think it was Troy that said, I know LLC members, and it's not Justin. You'd be surprised what I know. I thought, this is like after the treasure chest sale, 40 people are going to say when Ben was like, this Tesoro Negrano, whatever. And I was like, how are they even real? Until I asked Cynthia, and then Cynthia said, they came back and said, that's him. Same guy. Well, once you know that, then you know that so there's little pieces that are coming. Why are they doing it this way? I don't know. Is it how I would have done it? I don't own a treasure chest, so I'm not going to judge, but probably wouldn't be how I would have done it because I think everybody just wants to know, even if it's just 1 week advantage, they could have just easily put out one picture. And I guarantee if the LLC owns it, they have one picture. So they could have showed the picture.
Something. Yeah, they should do it. In other words, it's just like the entity with Packer Jack. And I'm not going to get into all that, but there was information tried to be put in through the back door. Pardon the pun. Or whatever. In other words, one of the LLC members reaches out to Cynthia, says, share it with people so they can talk about it on YouTube, but no proof and no nothing. And like, why do you do it that way? Why doesn't the LLC come out with a formal press release from their attorney? Why wouldn't you do it that way? I don't understand why the secrecy at this point.
Okay, say it with me. Tasuki Surigano. Okay.
So Tuscany Au Gratin Potatoes, LLC.
Daniel Negrado. I don't know.
I have no emotion. So gradu. So gradu.
I'll need and does Portuguese matter? I mean, I don't know. Sacred. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I just say LLC guy. I don't care about that. I just think it's interesting. Within 2 days, we know the LLC name by it's like, I don't know. I think it's all it's an odd development, and now it's an odd development on. Okay, they went to Cynthia. Cynthia got the information out, but now they're actually giving the LLC name out, and they're giving individual information. It's just super interesting.
And I would say this: now that it is out, the LLC needs to make a statement. The LLC needs to make an official. When? Where?
Through Cynthia to us.
They need to do it themselves. That's the problem. They're going through back channels, and the people don't believe it. So the lawyer for the LLC, something in a public way to say, I'm the lawyer for this LLC. We own the treasure chest, etc.
Okay.
And this is our plan. So in other words, people would trust it more. Why is it coming through Cynthia and through us and through Ben and through other people?
Why must go his left like 4 times, but but here's the thing. I say to both Troy and to you. That's not how they want to do it. They own the treasure chest.
Oh, I get it. I understand. They can do whatever they want. I'm not saying they can't. I'm just questioning why would they secretly say there's going to be an auction, but we want to get out the word ahead of time. Why wouldn't you just come out and say that? We own the treasure chest. We're going to auction it in some way, shape, or form, and we'll let you know the details. Put it on Hint of Riches. Put it on the Mysterious Right. I was about to say Dale's blog, but we can't do that anymore. But put it somewhere where everybody would be like, oh, wow. And then people would question this lawyer's not legit or whatever. But I guess no matter what happens, people are going to question it.
Yeah. Would it be more smooth if all of this would have been done differently? Yeah. Yes. Unfortunately, we're still in that boat with the new LLC group. And maybe, you know what? Maybe they just want a little bit of unofficial, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not great for us, but it's something. Like I said earlier, I'm grateful for what we got. Again, I'm okay with you saying it'd be great if you did a little bit more, but would you want to be in the middle of this fight? I mean, what? You put it on.
The LLC is going to be in the middle of the fight. That's why they made an LLC. The LLC, the spokesman or the attorney for the LLC
put out
can
the
do
attorneys.
that.
Okay,
right.
Here's the thing for me. They did, in my opinion, they put out a little bit of information through Cynthia. I don't understand if they did want to stay out of the line and not be in the middle. Now they just gave out the lawyer's information, the LLC's information, but no official confirmation. That does seem a little odd to me.
Right. Why did a member of the LLC use their LLC name and his Discord name so that we would find it? Obviously, they want it out. Well, then why not put it out themselves? Why not have the lawyer? You don't think it would be a press release in all the papers that covered the Forrest Fenn story when it was found to say, oh, some new people own it and they're going to auction it? There'd be a little tiny blurb in Expedition magazine and Outdoor magazine and all the little, I don't know, a press release. Why not a press release? Somebody said, so what was the breaking news tonight? Well, I think that the family has the emerald ring is breaking news, but that I don't understand that one. Why didn't Forrest give it to Jack? Why doesn't the family give it to Jack?
Well,
I don't know.
And no offense, I'm going to say, I think a lot of people, once they found out 9 Mile Hole, they went over to 9 Mile Hole and to try to find it. I think the family, in my opinion, not to say that they're absolutely wrong or if someone got injured, I think they should have come out with that information before now. But again, because we have Shiloh chit-chatting with us in chat before that it wasn't provided. Right. I find it disappointing, but I've found most of this disappointing.
Obviously, the name of the LLC, they've made a YouTube channel. That person could comment on here right now.
Way.
And if they haven't, you should make it. The LLC name, the YouTube channel.
Tesoro Segrado.
Di Serrano on the rocks?
Tesoro.
Reuniti on ice. What is it? I'm never going to get it. Why don't we just say Sacred Treasure? Let's
Sacred
just say
Treasure. Sacred Treasure.
LLC. Sacred Treasure LLC is probably taken, so they have to come up with something else.
Or maybe the finder is Portuguese.
Maybe. Well, that could be. There's no Portuguese searchers. Right?
So was the emerald ring never in the chest? Oh, that's a great question. I assumed yes.
Right. What's the story there? Somebody should.
And how did we find this out
the deal
2
on the
years
emerald
later?
Yeah.
Super interesting.
Or Jack and Forrest worked that out but never told anybody.
But why never tell anybody? Because people were going over to try to find
secrets and secrets. And that's the problem, I think, with a lot of this. It's all done in the shadows. The shadow, even Forrest said it. The shadow knows.
But here's for me, some of it, and all this is going to be conjecture from now on. So there's no new news. I understand why somebody would want to put something out through Cynthia that puts it out through us. I understand that.
Okay.
The piece that I don't understand is why put out the LLC name, why put out the lawyer name under a different, like I could see put it out through Cynthia, put it out through Discord, Ben and group. I don't understand why putting additional detail. Maybe it makes it more legit. I don't know.
I don't know. The person, whoever that person is in Discord, they obviously need to be interviewed on somebody's YouTube show. Be anonymous, but I think there's questions that need to be answered. Why did you do it like this? Did the other LLC members know that you were going to contact Ben and do the whole thing? Like, what is going on? Because it doesn't affect the sale of the chest. I think people just want to know, like, why'd you guys do it this way? That's a fascinating story in itself. Why did you buy it from Jack and now you think you're going to sell it? And, what's
and how did you buy it from Jack?
Cash in a shoebox, probably.
No,
Walmart parking lot.
How did you get into? I mean,
the Walmart parking lot where he took the trust when he found it.
I know what we did.
What did we do?
Like, who we contacted to get in touch to do? You couldn't just call up Jack and say, "I want
Jack's
the treasure."
Right. Everything probably went through Jack. What's his name? Nasco.
Yeah, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an interesting turn of events. That's all. But a lot of people were just hoping they could bid and own a piece of Forrest Fenn's treasure chest. This is breaking news, and that yes, we think you will be able to do that. Now, how will you be able to afford it? We have no idea. I'm going to sell my entire comic book collection to try and buy a gold coin.
The emerald ring was no longer in the chest when Forrest Fenn hit it, Adam Foddy.
So Forrest was just wrong when he thought he hit it.
Yeah, but I understand that, Cynthia. But this is okay. So Jack found it. Jack then said the emerald ring and the frog was missing. Then he finds the frog, gets it back to him, but nothing's ever said about the ring. But we just confirmed that the family has the ring. Why wasn't everything shored up at one time? Or maybe after Forrest and Peggy passed, they found it. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, and Forrest even said, I put an IOU for $100,000, but I can't remember if I took it out or not. Forrest said, I can't remember what certain things that were in there.
Whatever.
Forrest made mistakes.
No,
Read Bobby Brass.
Bobby Brass. Legit question. Is this LLC simply a shell being used by Jack to simply protect himself legally from the potential fallout of the sale? Bobby Brass, two things. The reason that I think no, anything's possible in this hunt, for crying out loud. Yeah. But one, I think lawyers would have to say whether they're a part of it. And and them having a different lawyer, I would think no. Is it possible? Sure. Is it probable? In my opinion, no, because I asked the exact question. Could someone be lying to Cynthia? Sure. All of this could be a big fat lie. You know how many lies there are? Sure. There's people that have lied and not even lied. I mean, GPS. We didn't lie about GPS. There was a time we thought GPS. More information came to light that put it into doubt. And then I don't believe it anymore. Mike still does from time to time.
We thought try the wheel. I know Troy still believes it. It's there, but it doesn't seem like that's part of the solution, try the wheel. So there's a lot of things we thought were true. We thought were true. I thought try the wheel was part of it. And it's not. So.
Team GPS and GPS barf right after each other. So, so I don't know. I know there seems to be, okay, I'm going to be like Forrest told me long ago when I trusted the wrong people. Maybe I'm naive, but what is the downside right now of believing a little, verifying, continuing to ask questions? Are the phone lines open? What is the number to the hotel room? Oh, no.
We're coming from an undisclosed location in Detroit, everybody.
Yeah, no, we're not in Michigan to see Jack. So in general.
Or his family. She didn't say his family. Though.
Yeah, so I just think it's, again, like when Forrest gave us the interview, we were supposed to get 5 minutes. We got an hour and a half. And then people said, oh, it wasn't even great info. Okay, I was very grateful. I'm very grateful for where we're at right now. But it's taking such odd turns. And I know that some people said, people are so delicate. What are you doing? I'm putting out the information as delicately as possible.
And you guys don't have to believe it. We're not telling you this is it. You don't have to believe it. You don't have to do anything. But don't call us liars. Some people get so worked up. They're like, you're purposely giving false information. And that's not correct. We're giving what we believe to be true. Yeah. Could it be proven false later? It could be. Anything can be proven false later.
Yeah, and it is sad that I think I saw Jens's comment about anonymous, and then LLC. There's a pattern. I wouldn't want to be sued. I'm not a part of the LLC. I wouldn't want my name. This shows me more than anything. Anonymous LLC is absolutely the way I would be going.
So let's go.
They're taking more of. Okay. Billy Shaw is saying. Tesoro Grande, whatever the name is,
I like that.
Told me they are taking more of a philanthropic stance to make sure people that care about the treasure have a shot at owning a piece. Making a profit isn't as important.
Well, that's actually pretty cool if that's true.
So Billy Shaw, you're talking to LLC people?
Yeah, how do you know? Maybe he's guessing that could be it.
Are you guessing that? Or wait.
Okay.
Are you guessing that? Because what I was told is they do want to make money, but doing it now when the Fenn factor is still there and getting little pieces out is a way to help the community. So is it they PM'd me or they M'd me at Ben's channel? Okay.
So he heard it from the Discord handle. Well, that actually makes sense. I mean, if you have somebody that has $1.5 to $2 million that says that can do it, hey, that's great.
Oh, Vertigo says there's
giving us a chance to own a piece.
Vertigo says there's nothing wrong with being anonymous. Vertigo is Jack's brother. I don't know if you know that.
Is that right? Yeah.
He's not around, and I haven't been around.
So let's think this through. There's 256 gold coins, right?
Yeah.
Price if they're 1 ounce gold coins. The price of a gold coin roughly is $1,800. Let's call it $2,000. $2,000. 256 times $2,000 is how much, Kate, bro?
512.
512 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but because it's Forrest Fenn's treasure chest, would they go higher than the $2,000 value? And it depends what the coin is, right? Depends the year on the coin, and if they've been graded,
they're all graded.
Then that changes it. Now, if they get $5,000 a coin on average, 256 times $5,000, isn't that over $100,000?
I don't know if your numbers are right.
Yeah, anyway, I'm just saying you try and think numbers of how in the heck could they get 1.5 million back?
No, I think the melt value was around
800.
All the entity stuff I can say now. The melt value is around 700 or 800.
But it's not melt value, obviously.
Right, but
Yeah.
that was what the basis of the original bid. Well, think about this. The olive jar costs olive jar 55 cents.
Right.
Printing the thing
It's
out
what's in
$5. If that
Yeah.
goes for 50 grand,
Right.
now the other items, I don't know, but putting a no reserve on all the other items, ooh,
Is there no reserve? Is that confirmed?
yes.
So we're going to start at a 0. Each auction is going to be started at 0.
Correct.
Oh, I didn't
that
know
was
that.
actually what.
Well, then that's what's going to go up regardless. I mean, at least they're not saying we're only going to give the olive jar for $5 grand. They're not going to have a reserve. Or 50 grand.
No reserve on anything.
Okay.
Well, but that's actually interesting because what you could do with the olive jar is put it at a reserve of 50,000.
Right.
And if it doesn't go, then it goes to 50,000 to the one person.
Right, but
Hey, LLC.
they can't do that. No, they can. They can change their mind and do whatever they want.
The term "take my Negrano" shows up in the Japanese anime of does Justin like anime?
Well, any nerds like anime, although not me. But that's interesting that it's from anime. It's a term in anime.
Yes,
No
we
reserves,
found that, Adam. If we put
interest.
something when we were selling coins, Chaseopoly something,
Mhm.
if you put it at $1, if you put no reserve, it would go higher than some of them that had
Right.
reserves of like $100 because some people just I'll never get to 100 and then they get into it.
So somebody said, how in the world could they do an auction for next week? Well, it's simple because it's going to
Not
run for
next week.
30 days, but they could if they wanted to. It's going to run for 30 days. The word will get out. They don't have to advertise it. They can just start the auction and then advertise it, in my opinion.
So we know that, let's just play this out. Let's say it's on the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking they have to advertise it for at least a week, which sounds crazy because the people that deal with heritage know it's usually 6 months. But let's just say they announce it a week beforehand. That gives them 40 days to market.
Right, exactly. That's my point.
Yeah, that was his point. It was
early.
his idea, guys.
Yeah. K-Pro just articulated it a little better. Something up Toby's sleeve. Oh, it's Toby Eunice. Well, that's all the news then, right? There are some emails to go over, and maybe we'll do a show Thursday. Maybe. If not, we'll be back Monday for sure. Next Monday. Not tomorrow. Yeah. We're not going to go live tomorrow.
And it'll be old news by then. I know that Ben's going over some stuff. I know it's been discussed on Discord, but if it doesn't get discussed on YouTube, a lot of the community loses it or they don't see it. So what are the odds that the chest never shows up at Heritage? I will answer that. In my opinion, I think there's a 10% chance. I think there's a thought, or no, that they just I don't know that something
that never goes up.
Nothing is 0 or 100 to me.
But we do. Is it verified that Heritage Auction had the chest in its contents to appraise it?
Define confirmed. Has Heritage said that to me or provided in writing? No.
Okay.
Was it in Dan Barbarisi's book? Did I know that from my discussions with buying the chest? Did,
Has Jack's lawyer ever confirmed it? That it's at Heritage Auctions for appraisal?
Let's not go down this road.
Well, all right. I'm just wondering publicly what's been disclosed.
I don't know.
But anyway.
Publicly, no, I do not. Okay. Tom has not said it publicly.
All right.
The auction is in Texas. The lawyer is in Austin. Justin is in Austin. The DeMosses are in Dallas.
Well, Rudy, if you already have the log, why are you bidding on it? He said the missing log. If somebody put that log up, somebody would pay a bunch of money for that log too. Forrest sat on it when he hit it. Well, and I would hope somebody pays it forward with one of the items from the chest and does another treasure hunt where people could find it for free. That's what I hope. That's what I would do. If somebody wants to send me a piece of the treasure chest, I would do something for free to give it, for somebody to give a chance. For
okay, hold on. Some other facts. Jack's description at Medium was changed between September 29th and October 15th. Because they probably went to Wayback Machine to figure out when it got changed. Yep, that sounds right.
I didn't hear what you said. Jeremy says the LLC claims that the sale was finalized last month. So that would be August, September.
So who said that? I have different information.
But yours was beginning of October, right? So maybe it's right around the 1st. Right? Okay.
But this is where
there's two chests.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, if it gets announced, let's say.
This is from the Discord source, Jeremy says. Okay.
Okay. Huh.
I mean, we hear different things.
Why would there? But anytime there's misinformation,
right, conflicting information.
Yeah, that would make it conflicting. I believe. I don't know anymore. All I know is maybe the treasure chest is going up for sale in 11 days. I don't know.
So if the purpose of the LLC was to give everybody a chance to own the item, then why would they take a private bid on the olive jar?
Hey,
That's
Jeremy?
what I was trying to say earlier. Well, they can't do that.
Hey,
Not that they can't, that they shouldn't. If they want to make it fair, to let everybody have a chance for the olive jar.
Hey, Jeremy, can you post that on Thor or shoot me an email to it? Because I'd like to maybe forward that to someone. Yeah.
So Stuck in Chaselandia says, when you did your show last Monday, did you find out that day or the day before? When did Cynthia contact you?
Oh, 10 minutes later.
That day. We went live as soon as we
Yeah.
got it, everybody.
Yeah.
We don't try not to hold info.
Well,
if we
and
can.
somebody said, why are you not
Don't
telling
have to.
Mike stuff? I did call Mike and say, here is some detail. I have a couple pages of notes or maybe a full page. I don't remember what it was. And he goes, stop. Let me just,
Let's
he
just
knew
go
the
live.
basics. I didn't like hide it from him, you silly gooses. The new LLC made by a group of buyers for profit, not emotionally attached, put everything for option except the chest and the bracelet. Sure, who could be interested, emotionally attached in it?
Yes, thinks nobody's going to buy this stuff.
Oh,
They're going to buy it. It's the, it's the
they
price, but.
No.
What if I put that blanket for auction?
No,
For
I would
charity?
buy it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I wouldn't let anybody else have it. Okay. I'm going to do a PowerPoint for this. No, I have no time. Those of you that don't know, I am starting a writing challenge, my second book, day after tomorrow, which is November 1st. I'm supposed to be writing 50,000 words in a 30-day period, and I'm going to do it because I have it all laid out.
And I'm going to put a treasure hunt in it. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. But if when the auction is active, and let's say there's, 300 items, would you do a PowerPoint on the 300 items and what the current price is?
Yes.
To give everybody to
no,
see
we
it,
will have to do, I think if the
or
treasure
we just show the website.
I think if the treasure chest goes, oh man, I want to do a daily show. Just a quick 15 minutes every day. I don't know.
Yeah, to give updates. We could update it every day.
So I personally don't think Justin is the LLC, but he certainly could be. I don't know though. Because there's also there's a couple things that now that this person has said they are the person on Discord and the stuff from Cynthia, there's little nuances that are off from me that I have seen, and I want to circle back. And maybe they're just innocent. Oh no, somebody misunderstood, like the game telephone. But there is a couple things that I sure want to circle back.
I want to see how much the treasure chest itself goes for.
It's not going for sale.
Oh, the chest itself is not going for sale?
Correct.
Oh, son of a bitch. I thought it was. We said last time it was.
I know.
Now it changed.
We said it in here that it changed that night. And then Ben's information from the bracelet.
So no emerald ring, no treasure chest. You know they took a gold frog. Gold frog's probably not going to be there either.
We're going to have some words if you took that frog. No, from
if
what
they own it, they can do what they want with it. But then if I can't get the treasure chest, I want a gold coin.
Not for sale publicly. Well,
I
think there's more of a story there, and I think somebody will put it out eventually, and obviously it'll just be randomly put on a YouTube channel.
Randy Pischel, everyone should move on to other legitimate hunts. So I did send out an email to everybody on my Zoom list saying, if we started up the nightly Zooms again, the weekly Zooms, what treasure hunt do you want to work on? And right now it's a tie between the Beacon Star and Xavier Marks. It's actually a tie. So vote, email me back and vote, because that's the one we're going to do. That's the treasure hunt we're going to pick back up. And the other thing is, I will say this, there is a treasure hunt that supposedly is going to be revamped coming up. So if it does, I will go live on a Thursday and fill everybody in. If you're in a different
He was not supposed to ever talk about the Forrest Fenn hunt again.
Yeah, Copper Dan, you're not allowed. We have to take your wrench away. You're not allowed. I heard you made a Forrest Fenn post in your group after you said there would be no more Forrest Fenn posts. I was just giving you a hard time, Copper Dan. Every time you think you're going to get out, it just pulls you back in.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
We were like
Obviously, they're not selling the treasure chest because they found the secret compartment in the treasure chest. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. That's what I heard. So, anyway,
I actually think as far as the further away we get from the find, the further away we get on the find from the find, I think the friend factor goes down. I think they're really smart for as quickly as possible getting it out. I just would have put something official to it so there wouldn't be the drama part. Like some really, really smart people. Like I think Troy's super smart. He is fixated on this is not true rather than figuring out if he wants to bid and things. I think if there would have been one picture, this would have changed. And maybe not. Maybe people would want 2 pictures then, or, I don't know. Something.
Yeah, Nomadic Man says without the treasure chest, there's going to be trouble. In other words, I think it should. But anyway,
Now the
Eileen
scene's
says
fake.
secret place. I'm joking. There is no secret compartment in the chest that I know of. There is no. I made that up.
He made that up. I've
It's
never
humor,
heard any of
everybody.
that. No.
I want the rusty key. Yeah, that would be cool. Are they going to sell the key to the? That's got to go with the chest, right? The key and the chest are together. I don't think.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay, well,
I
we'll
don't
wait
know.
and see. That's going to be.
No, neither is going to be. Oh, I guess we will see if the.
Well, if they're keeping the chest, are they keeping the key, or are they going to sell the key? That's the question.
And now the olive jar. Maybe, maybe not.
Are they selling the olive jar, or are they keeping the jar and selling the contents?
No, it's all in one.
Okay.
All in one.
So, and for me personally,
And it hasn't been open.
what's in? Who do we know? Who knows what's in the olive jar? The extra item, Forrest, right? Was it Forrest told Jack?
Forrest, Shiloh, and the Jack.
Forrest told Jack. Jack told these people there's something else in the olive jar.
Yes.
And yeah, who knows what that is? We could guess all day that it has to do with the solution, it has to do with this. We just don't know. So, but remember what Forrest said. There's something in the treasure chest I've never spoken about.
But now,
remember,
it gets
he said that.
Yes.
Forrest said there's one thing in the chest I've never talked about, but the finder is really going to like it. That could be the one thing in the olive jar. We all thought, well, what is that?
Do you remember,
that could be the item in the olive jar.
Do you remember when Justin came out that he wasn't the entity?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I was in negotiations and I wanted the unique items,
Mm-hmm.
which was the dragon bracelet, the treasure chest, the olive jar. Isn't that amazing? Those are the 3 things up for sale, or not up for sale.
You just said the olive jar. It is up for sale.
Well, now it's kind of not.
Why? Who said that? What are you talking about?
The buy it now option.
Oh, if they sell it privately. Oh,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. But if we don't know, that's just it. That's why they should put out a statement. Are you going to sell the olive jar publicly or are you not? Can anybody put in a
don't like
private
any of
bid?
I
But now that I just remembered Forrest said there's one item I've never mentioned, I'm yelling at people.
I know. People are going to come next door. Okay.
It is a hotel.
Of course.
But now that I remember
Justin.
Forrest said there's one item I never talked about, it makes sense to me that could be the item in the olive jar. Now, do you think he told Jack what it was? Or he just didn't? He said there's an item, but you got to open it to know what it is.
I think he told Jack. I don't. Who the hell do I?
But if the LLC knew what it was, why wouldn't they put it out? They would make the
Oh
bid
no,
go
I don't
higher.
think the LLC knows.
Jack
That's
knows,
not
but he
what he
wouldn't
is.
tell the LLC.
I think he told the LLC those basic things.
Forrest, you sly dog.
See, now everybody's talking about the secret compartment.
He posted it on Thor. Thank
Okay.
you, Jeremy.
I so want to see this because that's not what I understood.
And got a lemony says the thrill was in solving the poem and finding a treasure, not buying a coin. Right, and we all experienced the thrill trying to find the treasure. But now that it's been found, that part of the thrill is over. So now you can buy a coin if you want one. I don't have a problem with that. This will be a big Justin Berger watch and see. Think he's going to buy it, Sam? Think he's going to be the one to say, I want the olive jar? I could see it. Yeah.
There is some terminology that is.
What's it say? What is this?
Oh, it's posted, so it's not okay.
Tasuki Negrado.
Tasuki Negrano. Completed last month. Heritage operates at a snail's pace. Unfortunately, there's a moderate chance that the auction date will be modified given the pace.
Right. So maybe not.
Was hoping to start soon enough to ship items before Christmas. Okay, that's been said, and I can say that was. I didn't know if it was a big deal to say or not. That was also said. I don't know.
So you have information you're not releasing. Is that what
Well, it's such not. I don't. So here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to say something that isn't confirmed. Like, it's funny because I'll say after each sentence, like, is it okay to say that? And then they say, and Cynthia will say yes. And so then if I haven't, it seems like a nothing burger. And then I don't want to like piss them off of like, yeah. Purgatory Chase. That's what we're in. And I'm in Purgatory Secret Entity. This is what, I mean, we're calling this one LLC, right?
LLC gate.
Secret LLC gate. But at least it's only 10 days. It's not like, what? I don't know.
They're going to drag it out. I figure the auction will actually go live in February of next year sometime.
Oh my God.
And that's the problem with releasing it soon. And then there's a snag and it doesn't happen. But we'll see. Hopefully it happens here.
Do you know if the gold frog will be for sale? No, everyone. And if you see it up on the website, please don't bid on it because it's fake. It's only for K-Pro.
So Forrest said there's an item in the chest I've never talked about. It's just for the finder, and he'll really like it. I'm paraphrasing. If somebody could find the actual quote, he will really like it, something like that. What could be in the olive jar that the person who opens the olive jar would really like it? Does really like it mean valuable? Like it's more valuable than
I
other
think it's
items?
a $20 bill with the serial number that matches DB Cooper. And there's an extra chapter. What are we doing here? We're all guessing.
I mean, it's a guess.
He doesn't like DB Cooper, and
But what could it be? It could be.
I think it's an extra
gold
chapter.
Item.
I think it's an extra chapter.
I'd have to see how big is I'd have to see the picture of the olive jar in the chest to get an idea of what could fit in there. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be something small.
No, it can't
obviously.
fit in there.
What can't?
Anything more than what's in there.
Jack just said there's something else in there.
Right. It's an extra page to the.
Oh, that's confirmed?
No, I'm saying that's my guess.
What if that's the poem? When Forrest said there's another part of the poem, that's how I know the treasure chest was found. What if that's in the olive jar? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, but that sucks. That's not informational. That's like
unless
not
the
fun.
poem is about another treasure chest.
Don't say that. That gets everybody
in the
going.
secret compartment.
Oh, don't answer Joe. Smoking Joe.
We don't mention those names, Joe. We don't mention those names.
I think the olive jar has been
bigged up so much it's inevitable it will disappoint.
Well, and here's what somebody asked me is what if they are, do they have to put it in the description that there's something more, or can it just be olive jar? Because what if there isn't something more?
What if it's an olive? Boom.
Secret compartment prison. Do you see what you started?
Knowing Forrest, it's not beyond the realm of possibility, right? And what about the second chest? Obviously, he had another one commissioned or something.
Look at the moderated one.
Oh, I missed it.
You missed it. Watch. Let me show it. Yeah, but this is awesome. This is so Bill. I would have.
Nice, Bill. Very nice.
I thought it was
double
funny.
blazes.
Yeah. But I don't know. You know what's really cool is I was so into this before the last month or two that I would have it's kind of cool to be on the outside and just see something's happening. We just don't know exactly what it is.
What if it's Forrest Fenn's first arrowhead in the olive jar?
No, I don't think so.
I'm just saying that's small.
I think it's something that's going to be interesting to everyone.
So you think it's another page with the autobiography? Now that could be about the solution. It
about
could be
DB Cooper.
But Forrest did say he pulled out the location. It's the story. He pulled it out, right? I think so. Anyway, well, let's just hope whoever buys it tells us. That's going to be the worst part. Is private LLC buys the treasure chest. Somebody who buys it just keeps it a secret, and we never know.
That's worst case scenario.
Right.
So whoever buys it, I think all the good people should band together and bid.
Maybe it's a fishing lure.
And I think anybody that would keep it for themselves, much like a log, they should not be able to bid. They should be, what if here's something LLC. I think you should I think as a part of the requirement for buying that olive jar, you should require or maybe give preference to the people that would be willing to sign a document that you get it and you must share it publicly on wherever.
We just want it read in a public live. We just want to know what it says. That's all. So
the buyer of the olive jar gets free entry into WSOF if he brings it.
I hope somebody brings it. If these things are shipped by World Series of Fenn, I hope somebody brings something. That would be awesome just to look at. But when Forrest said there's something in that chest I've never talked about, but the finder will really like it. To me, that means valuable. It means money-wise. They're really going to like it.
The DB Cooper story.
But how's that valuable? Okay, let's say it is a $20 bill with that serial number. Now what? Yeah, you contact the FBI and say, look, Forrest Fenn was DB Cooper, and what happens? He's dead. No, I mean, that's not really valuable.
How about here's
it's a cool story.
Here's where all the DB Cooper money is.
Like another treasure hunt. It leads you somewhere else on his property. Did anybody buy Forrest Fenn's house yet? Or is it still up for sale?
No, it's up for sale.
No. Maybe it's the title to the gold in the olive jar. What would that mean?
Okay, that's enough. We're hour and 20.
Anyway, we can guess all day, everybody. Let's just
and
wait.
we will invite anyone that. And actually, I think it'd be perfect if we multi-streamed every single channel. That if it's not any of the tubers that buy it, that we multi-stream it because it's really for everybody, and the different chat rooms can go crazy in their own different ways. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's, again, let's recap though. We have someone who's purchased it that has come out and reached out to several searchers, gotten some information out before the officials. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a positive thing. I want to thank, I'm going to call him LLC guy because I'm not going to try to pretend like I know how to say Tasuki Najaro.
Tig Najaro. Thanks, Hui. Forrest's favorite Chinese cookie fortune.
Okay, and that's all we have. So we're gonna go.
Emerald ring, not part of the chest. Sorry, I don't know what the thrill of the chase actually says, or if Forrest it says it's part of it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Forrest didn't put it in, and the family's keeping it. So.
Yeah, I do have to say there is a lot questioning. So, like Jeremy said, if you would like to share something verifiable, that would be awesome. But from what I understand, that might be actually Heritage coming out. Would that be enough? But that won't verify. They're not going to say an LLC came forward. They're just going to say.
Yeah, they don't give any information about the owners, I don't think.
Except if you're Greg. And then they violate every confidentiality. Omega Man story. There you go. Because it's a scam. It could be. I mean, anything's possible.
Really says thought the LLC was keeping the ring. That's not what we understand or heard.
Right. What are you talking about?
Julie just said, I thought the LLC was keeping the ring. You just said the family owns
the family. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I missed
That's what you said. Is there another ring in the chest other than the emerald one? Is there a diamond ring? I don't know.
Who the hell?
That would be cool just to see these items like cataloged on the auction website. All we saw was the stuff piled on the table. And some of us were like, well, that doesn't match what was in the chest. Like, what are the actual objects?
What was the thing that would make Ben better take a chill pill? His person is legit. That guy that's randomly messaging them, I thought it was like potentially a troll.
Right.
I didn't know the backstory. That was confirmed by Cynthia. Oh, no, that's me. That's the owner of the treasure chest.
So that person needs to come on our show, obviously. We can do the shadow thing. They don't have to turn their Zoom camera on, and they can have a voice synthesizer.
And I know Ben.
But I think they should answer questions.
I know Ben's had an interest in the treasure chest. Here's a way that you could own the treasure, or the not treasure chest, the olive jar.
Why don't you reach out to the lawyer and see if he wants to come on and answer questions?
He's
a lawyer. That's what he does.
How about just to make sure the hard questions are asked, what if I say Ben and I would like to
have the lawyer on?
Yeah. Let's do it. Hey, Ben, let's do a joint stream with the lawyer.
I have a couple comments about Ben.
No. Okay, we're keeping
myself.
it. Okay, guys, we are going to wrap up for tonight.
All right, everybody. We got to get some sleep. We'll go live probably, if there's any new news, we'll go live Thursday of this week.
I think we'll be live before that. I'm just saying.
Oh, look out. But we'll definitely go live Monday. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Share it. Send it to your friends. And we'll see you next time. It might be from another random hotel room.
You never know.
In Dallas.
In our lives, you never know. Okay, bye.